Hello guys, what is up? It's Silly Plays here with another Sirens lament episode. So I'm sorry if the voices seem a little off since the last few. After all, it has been a few days since I've done it, so my voice is probably gonna seem a little different for them. So yeah, hope you enjoy. The great creator of the curse himself. Some sirens deem him our savior, while others cower at his name.
And the rest of us know that the Poseidon isn't real. No one has ever seen him before, and there's no proof of he even exists. Darn it, Tua, I came to you for real answers, not for siren tales. But for real, he does exist. I was witness to one of his callings before. If you're not going to believe in a greater power than that made the curse, then how do you explain the greater power to surpass it?
So, Tua, excuse me if I'm wrong, but is this Poseidon the same guy from the Greek mythology, Greek myths, god of the sea and all?
Oh, nah, he's probably just where we got the name from. Sirens just pick up names to their liking anyway, but hey, maybe he is. Can't really say for sure. Which is exactly why I ain't buying any of it. But don't you know, the rumor going around is that the Poseidon is in this area. A plausible key to your dilemma, yeah?
If you don't mind, I'd like to know a little more about it.
Very well. It'd be my pleasure. The Poseidon is a powerful being that works in mysterious ways. He who roams both the land and the sea. The story begins and ends under the light of a full moon. Sirens Lament, Episode 15, The Tale of Poseidon. The Poseidon's true intentions behind creating the curse remain unconfirmed, but many believe he was simply heartbroken just as the rest of us. Centuries ago, the Poseidon was known to be an almighty sorcerer who used his powers for good. Strong, compassionate, and admired by all, he was a man who had everything. That is, until death took the love of his life. Perhaps it was disease, an accident, or suicide, it's not known. But whatever it was, even the great Poseidon had no power over such a dreadful fate. It said that his world became so shattered he could only see what was broken. And he empathized deeply with those who had the very same pain in their hearts. And so the heartbroken were drawn to him and sought his help. Thus he created the blessing and the curse. On the night of a full moon, he gathered the heartbroken to the tides and cast his spell. With this, they were given a second chance at life, at the cost of throwing their previous lives away completely.
And the Poseidon? What became of him? Did he also cast a spell on himself?
It's a mystery, but believe it or not, to this day he still lives. You see, every few years on the night of a full moon, the Poseidon reappears. Each time it's a different place, whether it's on the shore or in the middle of the sea, but it's always the same ritual. Which an enchanted conch he casts the spell and calls all the sirens in that particular area. All sirens who hear the blowing of the conch go into a trance-like state, gathering into one place. This is the Poseidon's calling.
And then what happens?
Well, from there I'm not too sure. But what I do know is that once it's all over, the sirens snap out of their trance they're in. It's said that the Poseidon actually selects one siren from the calling and vanishes off with them. Are they saved? Or are they sacrificed? No one knows. I witnessed a calling myself, and I personally believe the Poseidon's intentions are good. It's only natural for us to fear or reject what we don't understand. But what most forget is the fact that we're not bound to this watery grave forever. There is a way out. That's the way Poseidon designed his curse to be.
Thank you, Tua. I appreciate the enthusiasm you have in sharing your story.
No probs, it's my talent after all.
Oh, talent?
Yeah, don't you know sirens always retain one particular talent even after they lose their memories. I like to think of it as a little remnant of our past lives. Talents can vary from all sorts of things, like being an inventor, an artist, or a fortune teller or something. the teller of tales. More like teller of wool.
Oh, and what's yours, being rude and pompous, Narcissus?
The truth is, sweetheart, I was bewitched twice. Aside from the Sirens spell, I was also cursed with irresistible good looks and awesomeness. If I had a talent, it'd be too much for the world to handle. Not everyone knows their talent, but I personally think Ian here is a problem solver. Sure, he can be calculative and manipulative at times, but I gotta admit, the guy's innovative. There was this one time he figured out a way to help me out of a lobster trap. Don't ask how I got stuck. And then he blackmailed me after that. But anyway, what about you, Lyra? Do you have an idea what your talent is?
Me? Oh, I still have all my memories, actually, so...
Ah, you're lucky. Psh, even if you did lose your memories, a girl as dull as you couldn't possibly have a talent.
Well, I think the sun will be setting soon. I should probably start heading back. We'll chat some more another day, yeah?
We'll chat some more another day, yeah? I'll try gathering more info for you guys in the meantime.
Thank you, Tua. You've been a great help.
Hey! Let me give you a word of advice on a woman, bruh. You wanna win her heart, start by, not insulting her? I'm not trying to win anyone's heart, I'm trying to get my own back. Better catch up with Fishbait. Later, bro. See ya. I'll be here.
We didn't find a solution, but at least I learned a bit more about the curse. However, the more aware I am of it, the worse I worry what will become of me. I want to go home.
4 years ago, home became quiet. Just after Dad took off, Mom would just sit in her bedroom sometimes for hours at a time, her empty eyes fixated on a ring resting in her open palm. It once meant something. Mom, I put Cohen to sleep. Can I go out for a while? Mom?
I'm sorry, Sean. You resemble your father so much. For a moment I almost thought.
I can't remember the last time she actually looked me in the eye.
Where's your sister?
Corey has her lacrose banquet tonight, remember? Can I go over to Lyra's?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thanks. I won't be out too late.
Sirens Lament, episode 16. Home. Not bad if I do say so myself. Granny would be proud. I know. I'll take a picture of it and show Granny when I visit her. Sean?
Hey, Lyra, you busy?
Nope, I was just working on a floral arrangement. Come on inside.
Working at this hour?
Yeah, I finished my homework early, so I wanted to keep myself occupied. Darn it, if I had known he was coming over, worn nicer clothes.
Did you eat dinner yet? Mom made way too much food again.
You left out the tomatoes. Your mom always puts tomatoes in her pasta. You made it this time, didn't you?
Sorry, can't talk with my mom for full.
I bet that line gets all the ladies. Such a liar. You know I hate tomatoes. Just like how you know I hate eating alone. And here I am letting him do all this for me. Is that selfish of me?
It's harmless, isn't it? Because with you here, it feels like home again. I'll do whatever it takes to protect it this time. Even if it means...
Sean? Were you waiting this whole time?
A dream? Hey, you got some drool right there. Weird.
Were you waiting long?
No, I was just... A moment. Were you able to get your errands done?
Heck, it doesn't look like I was running errands at all. Of course he's gonna get the wrong idea.
No, we had no luck getting hold of anyone useful, so I tricked her into taking me to the beach for the rest of the day. But don't worry, dude, you didn't miss out on anything great. No hard feelings, Fishbait.
Is Ian trying to apologize for earlier? Well, I did ignore him on the way back to the house. No hard feelings.
I see. Shh. Oh? His heart only illuminated for a split second. Is that possible? But how? What's with this guy? A heart that glows is supposed to indicate a heartbreaking, or at least blue hearts from what I've known. So if I saw a glimpse of this guy's broken heart just now, my speculation was correct. He seems to be into you. Why is he dating that one chick? Did something happen between you and him? He definitely has those kind of feelings for Fishbait, but he's opposing it. Is that why it's only lasted for a split second? Maybe it has some sort of confliction to her unexplained yellow heart. If you're thinking about taking my clothes again, I'd appreciate it if you didn't. Well, why not? I mean, Fishbait is giving you a pretty good show here, don't you think? Why so modest?
Ian, what are you talking about? Sean, please ignore him. I think being out in the sun too long fried his brain.
Yo, I'm giving you a compliment. I'm just saying you look good. She looks good, right? Well, yeah, but to be fair, Vera naturally looks good in a lot of things.
Okay, I don't believe either of you, so I'm going upstairs to shower.
Need company?
No. Sean, will you be staying for a while?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Can you do me a favor and make sure Ian doesn't destroy the shop or something?
Sure. Saying that only tempts me more, you know. Hey, there are some towels in the cabinet if you want to dry off somewhere while we wait for Lear to finish up. You seem at home here. I could say the same about you, climbing on the counter like that. You're from overseas, right? Do you have a lot of family back at home? Family? Really, we both know you're not interested in talking about that. So let's talk about something that does catch your interest. How about Lear, for instance?
Sirens, lament, episode 17, a choice. Shh. I'm glad I can still take showers. It'd be difficult if I sprouted fins. I guess that change only occurs when you're submerged in a body full of water. It would be smart to get a separate journal and jot down everything I've learned about the curse so far. And it would also be useful in case of my memory starts to regress, which is the last thing I hope will happen.
You two seem to have a good relationship. Have you ever hooked up with her at one point? It's not like that between me and Lyra. But you have thought about it, right? She sure seems the kind of plain type, but you gotta admit she has something going for her. You can at least admit treating her differently, right? I can see it. You know, before I started working at the shop, I knew absolutely nothing about flowers. But after a while, I learned plants are actually a lot like people. Some plants need to be exposed to the sun more than others, while some need to be watered less. You see, they all share the same necessities and yet need to be cared for differently. And eventually, after tending to them for so long, you have to make a decision. Should I cut the stems to make something beautiful but temporary out of this? Or should I continue to admire the beauty it has in itself and let it flourish on its own? You might think it's foolish for carrying it to such an extent. Honestly, it's not as easy as it seems. But I do it for her. I realize now, heartbreak isn't just an emotion you feel towards someone, but also a choice.
It didn't take too long, did I? What are you guys up to now?
He's talking about deflowering you or something. Hey, Ian, I never said anything like that. Oh, really? Guess who?
Ian?
Why do you clench your fist as soon as you suspected it was me?
You dummies, quit messing around, both of you.
Sorry.
Sirens, lament, episode 18, cooperation.
Isn't this place closed today? Why are you still working?
Because no thanks to you, my hours were cut short yesterday. Now is the perfect time to catch up. Well,
Have fun with that. Ian out.
Not if you're going to stay under my roof, you're going to have to help out around here too.
Hate to break it to you, doll, but I'm liable to destroy your shop, remember? It's probably best if I do nothing.
Which is why Sean is going to show you the ropes. You can start with something easy like cleaning the windows. I'll be inside if you need me.
Do you always let her boss you around like that? Well, she technically is the boss. Besides, I like that part of Lear. She's great at managing. Oh, I'm sure that's not the only part of her you like. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that and fetch the watering hose. I'll be right back. So I've confirmed the two of them have mutual feelings for each other. I wonder if that's the reason behind the curse not working completely. If so, my only concern is what happens when they realize each other's feelings for one another. Would that invalidate the deal I made with Fishbait and turn me back to a full siren? It'd probably be in my best interest to make sure they stay oblivious, at least until I find out more. It's been such a long time I had forgotten how it feels to have the sun on my face. And what it's like to actually breathe again. Okay, so when you're using that, you're gonna want to avoid pointing it directly at
Ian, the windows aren't tinted. You know I can see through your shirt.
And of course my phone was in my pocket.
Sorry about that, Sean.
No worries, I heard water damage can be fixed if you put your phone in a bag of uncooked rice. And besides, it's not your fault, dear. It is.
Alright, since Loverboy
is gone for the moment, now's your chance to get out of here. Write him another one of your love notes and let's hit the beach again.
We're not going anywhere, Sean. Just went out to the apartment to get a change of clothes and a few other things. If you're feeling withdrawals, go soak in the bathtub or something.
You know, idling around this little shop of yours all day isn't gonna lift the curse, right?
Going to the beach doesn't guarantee anything either, and I can't keep putting everything aside. I have responsibilities.
What, so you're just gonna pretend like nothing is wrong and hope the curse disappears by itself?
No, that's why I have this. I'm going to write down all that we know about the curse in this journal. Every piece of information counts. There may be something we're overlooking. I mean, we're trying to find a way around a curse that's said to have existed for centuries. I doubt we're going to resolve it overnight. But in order to get anywhere close to figuring it out, compromise is needed. That means working together, being honest and working together.
I don't trust anyone but myself, sweetheart.
Then I guess you're going to have to learn to take some risks. Otherwise, you'll only be keeping yourself stuck in the one place. Weren't those your exact words? Ring! Lily? I can't believe this, Lily. How could you? Corey, Sean told me you had some person staying over, but really? No one ever mentioned he was a smoking hot piece of mocha chocolate, yeah? I mean, come on. That changes everything.
Well, she's right.
Darn it straight. Wait, what? Besties tell each other when they're having flings with dreamy, exotic hunks. Corey, I'm not. But I must say, what a catch. Way to go, Lily. Wait, please tell me he has a brother or sister or even a second cousin twice removed.
Honey, I am the second cousin twice removed. Whatever the heck that means.
No, he's not. Corey, this is Ian, whom I'm not having a fling with. He's just a family friend from overseas. Ian, this is Corey, and my best friend and Sean's little sister.
Yo.
So he's single? Because if you're not interested... Hey, what about your beloved sweetie pie? You've been seeing each other for a month. Oh, we broke up yesterday. That's why I'm here. I'm heartbroken. I need lots of love and attention from my bestie.
Trust me, you're not heartbroken.
Rude? How would you know something like that? He's just naturally rude. What matters is finding a person who respects you. Looks aren't everything. Yeah, that does deduct some points. Plus, he's broke. That's not my type. He's not my type anyway.
Hey!
But wait, if you guys aren't together, why were you holding hands earlier? We weren't holding hands, I was just...
Offering me a job. We made an agreement we'd work together during my stay here and I shook on it. Even if it means having to hang around the slime shop all day sometimes.
Does that mean he's willing to compromise? That's correct, but if you insult the shop again, you're out.
Yeah. Since the curse is bound to the both of us, we probably have to work together whether we choose to or not. However, honesty is something I can't promise. For the sake of saving my own skin off to keep some information concealed from Fishbait.
Ooh, that also means Sean has competition. Sean has 4 years worth of experience here, I doubt it. I wasn't talking about Gwert Ways. Thanks. Sirens Lament, Episode 19, Unconditional.
Maybe I should try styling my hair or get it cut soon. Who am I kidding? Oh, yeah?
Hey darling, I was just passing by, but you weren't picking up your phone.
Oh, my phone got water damaged earlier, sorry about that.
Ah, that makes sense. Well anyway, where are you going?
Leo's, I'm helping around the shop again today.
I see, I dropped by there yesterday and I saw your friend with a boy. Okay, that's better.
Oh, that's Ian, he's from overseas. He's staying at Leo's while he's in town.
Are you jealous?
I'm not in the position to be. I've chosen to respect Leo's decisions a long time ago. Besides, I overheard Leo talking to her grandmother before. She says that she doesn't see me that way. She cherishes our friendship. And so do I. I can't have feelings like jealousy interfere with that.
I understand. You're thinking that even if you made something more of the relationship with her, it wouldn't last in the long run. Perhaps you'd be happy for a while, but in the end you can't fulfill her dreams. And everything will fall apart just as it did for your parents, right? I used to be a naive once. I refused to think of the consequences and thought love would work everything out on its own. But I was too reckless. I found myself wound up hurting myself even more and losing everything I had.
Do you miss him?
Every day. But having you around, I know I'm not alone. I know what you're going through, Sean. I know you have to go, but could you just hold my hand for a minute? Can you tell me you love me?
I love you, Alia.
I miss that too. Thanks for letting the event about my breakup, Lily. I feel so much better. I'm glad. Anytime, bestie. Life moves on. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I think I've dealt with enough fishes, Corey. But yeah, that's the spirit. See you later. Love you. My bestie. Love you too. Hey, feet off the table.
She wasn't really heartbroken, you know.
Corey dates around a lot, so she has breakups every so often. But whether she's heartbroken or not, I still hear out anything she has to say.
Why don't you try to be more like her?
What do you mean? Date around?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I'm not as likable as Corey. No one would be interested in dating me.
Huh? If you put it that way, maybe you aren't. I mean, who'd want to go out with someone as uninteresting as you, right? But answer me this, Fishbait. How do you expect anyone to like you if you don't even like yourself?
I suppose you're right.
Of course I am. Take me, for instance. I loved myself and everybody loves me.
Define everybody. Hey, Ian?
What?
I didn't get to say it properly earlier, but I appreciate you accepting my compromise. I don't know what you've been through, but I know it takes a lot to trust someone you just met. So, thank you.
Speak for yourself, Fishbait. You're the one that's being deceived.
Sirens Lament, Episode 20, Sincerity. In the meantime, maybe we can add info to this journal right now.
Aren't you worried someone might actually read it?
This journal looks no different from the notebooks I keep for work, which no one bothers to read. Even the first few pages have work notes, and nobody will suspect a thing.
Aha, the perks of being boring. Hey guys, I'm back. What's up?
Hey, Sean.
You dude, nothing much. Just sitting here and contemplating in secrecy.
I was just about telling Ian to put this away for me.
What do I look like to you, an errand boy?
Well, I did just hire you today, so technically you do work under me.
Hey, a woman who likes to be on top, huh? You hear that, lover boy? Take notes. Lover boy? Hey, Ian, here's a little note for you. Stop talking.
Out!
Okay, jeez. New recruit, huh?
Oh yeah, it's only temporary though, just to help Ian get back on his feet, you know? I wonder how much longer I'll have to keep this up.
Everything okay, Lear?
Why do you ask?
'Cause you play with your hair and fidget with your hands when you have something on your mind.
Nonsense, I'm fine. What?
Hey, do you remember that time I sped down the steep hill on my bike several years ago? When I crashed, you came sprinting after me to check if I was okay, and I pretended I was unconscious and you started crying on the spot.
Sean, we don't talk about that time.
I swear, when you found out that I was faking, you were so mad you were this close to me beating me up. You should have seen the look on your face. That was pure rage.
I'm warning you right now. Knock it off.
Hey, that's it. That's that look.
Hey, shut up. I mean it.
I miss those times and seeing that side of you. Not that I want to make you mad or cry, but what I'm trying to say is, I feel that lately you've been holding back. And I just want you to know I'm here for you. You're smart, strong, and independent. I admire all of those things about you, Lyra. But it's okay to rely on others sometimes, too.
Do you think this is about pride? Sean, you're not being fair at all. Don't you dare act like it's just me. How could you ask me to rely on you when I can't remember the last time you came to me for help, for comfort? What am I supposed to do when you don't ever bother to complain or vent or anything? Like how you never expressed your feelings when your parents separated, or if you ever really regret having to work here full time. Well, you know all of my insecurities and weaknesses. I learned just recently from someone. You have to reflect on yourself more before you can expect anything out of other people. You can't expect me to pour out all my thoughts and feelings when you can't do the same.
Have you ever considered that maybe being around you was all that comfort I needed? Lyra, I'm not perfect. I'm
not asking you to be perfect. I'm just asking you to be yourself too.
Hey guys, aren't you forgetting someone?
Ian!
Where does this guy even come from? Bleh. Darn it, her heart is beaming like a freaking lighthouse. She'll definitely lower the other sirens at this rate. I guess it's safe to assume her yellow heart has something to do with the feeling love, which is the total opposite of a blue broken heart. But sirens have no use for hearts that aren't broken, so why is hers visible? Hopefully Tua actually has some useful information this time. Where the heck could he be anyway? Don't look so happy, Fishbait.
Sirens Lament, Episode 21, Forgotten Remnants.
Looks like someone is smitten, all because of a measly hug, though. Really?
I'm not smitten.
You're not fooling anyone, kiddo.
Well, it's been a while since Sean and I had a heart-to-heart talk like that. And that hug meant a lot to me, you know? I just feel that it's relieved a lot of tension between him and I, and it's partially because he told me to have a little more confidence in myself. I gotta admit, your advice-giving skills aren't half bad.
Excuse you, my advice-giving skills are awesome.
Don't you have any other words in your vocabulary besides awesome? It's overused.
Nope, that's just what I am.
How on earth do sirens find each other? Tua could be anywhere.
We don't, but luckily for us, Tua is the type who lurks in one area for a long time. If we can find him, he'll probably find us.
So, Ian?
What?
Besides from seeking out the broken-hearted, what else can sirens do exactly?
The life of a siren is pretty much a boring and miserable one. Why do you think we want to be human so badly? I think rather than asking what we can do, a better question would be asking what we can't do.
Alright, and what can't sirens do?
Well, for one thing, sirens can't enjoy human pleasures. Sirens are basically empty shells, a hollow body that once had life. We aren't social creatures, keeping each other company is inevitably pointless, so why bother? Another thing is that we don't get hungry, so we don't eat anything, and sirens can't reproduce. No genitals, no sexy time. Ultimately, sirens are incapable of love or being loved. Loneliness is what consumes us. We don't possess the human heart, so we seek them out. That's the missing factor that drives sirens to yearn to be human again. To put it shortly, Fishbait, being a siren means to be a nobody, a blank slate. A nothing.
But something doesn't add up. You said sirens are incapable of love, right? That love is what they long for? But is it really possible to long for something you don't remember? Sirens may not remember the love they felt in the past, but the idea of it still exists in the back of their minds. It means they were loved before, so why wouldn't they be loved now? Granny used to say it's normal for people to get wrapped up in themselves sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it, it's only human. As for shells, well, they are oftentimes overlooked or forgotten, but they hold a story. Even after life is left at the shell, there's still something very beautiful about it. Oh, broken-hearted one, your soul has grown weary.
Shoot,
Did you hear that?
we're being followed. We gotta move, now.
Wait, stop!
No.
A siren? But I thought you were a human diver. No way. I manipulated the water just now. How is it that you have a human heart? And why was it glowing like that?
Oh, that's you. It's me. Hey, Pele, you found them. They're the ones I was talking about.
Oh, okay, Tua. First of all, stop following me. Second, stop calling me Pele. My name is for me to decide again once I'm human again.
Okay, Pele.
Tua, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Lyra.
Pele.
Pele, this is the girl who is half siren and half human. I told you I wasn't making up stories. You should tell her about that one strange siren, the one who knew quite a bit about the Poseidon.
What? Why should I?
Because I think maybe their mishap is somehow connected to the Poseidon, you know? I mean, what else could explain something so bizarre? Maybe you can help them out.
What? No, if they're involved with the Poseidon, leave me out of it. If anything, they're probably dangerous. Sirens lament, prisoners of the sea. We don't mean any harm.
Lyra is right. Besides, I believe the Poseidon is more merciful than he is fearful.
You might think so, but I don't. No one knows whether the Poseidon is good or evil.
Or if he exists at all. I can't believe you guys are still going on about this stuff. Jeez.
On top of that, there's no way I'm going to help this guy.
What, are you still mad I got a jellyfish in your hair? It was a moon jelly. It was a moon jelly. Those things are practically harmless. Get over it already.
Can it, you codfish?
Think about it, though. The Poseidon is a creator of second chances. If they're somehow connected to him and find him, maybe he'll spare us too, Pele.
What kind of sick and twisted monster would put us through this heck and let alone spare us? Quit fooling yourself, Tua. You're only obsessed with the Poseidon because you don't have your own stories to tell. Shh. Wait!
Just leave her be. Don't worry, I think she'll swim off too far. Try not to think too harshly of her, Lyra. She's just scared. Just like the rest of us.
I'm gonna talk to her. I don't know about
that. Sirens prefer to be given space, you know? She really doesn't know how sirens work, huh? She's definitely a human girl, alright? Yeah, but I don't know if her staying human will last very long. Fishbait seems to be adapting quickly. You worried, bruh? What a joke! But seriously, do you think she's becoming more siren? Does that mean you're turning more human? If that's the case, I worry for Lyra. I don't think it's that easy. I get the feeling that guy is involved in this too, but I'm holding back from telling Fishbait that. You mean the Poseidon? Nah, I mean Loverboy. I still have no idea who you're talking about, dude.
Well, hope you enjoyed, guys. That's all for today. Bye-bye!